G'day everyone, Professor Maple here. We're back on Maple's World, and I've got good news. We're producing iron. I'm double fisting all this iron. It's great. It's flowing in every so often. You'll see a golem spawn on one of these top platforms. Things are good, except, well, this guy obviously shows this one's not working for a little bit. This little village here is not registering that it needs to spawn more golems because this guy has generated right here. And he's looking pretty angry at that pillager in the middle. Oh, there we go. There's another one over there. And there should be one on either side. Yeah, usually you get them all kind of at the same time here. But so what we need to do is get rid of all the scaffolding so that this guy won't keep spawning here and he'll spawn in that space where we want him to spawn. And doing that without hitting him, that's going to be the hard part. Oh, or we're good. Okay. Right. So as I mentioned, uh, we do have this Guardian Farm Iron Farm. That one. I saw the Prismarine. Thought Guardians for some reason. Yeah, we've got this thing up and running. We've got golems falling into the Bernie chambers. Now I had to make some modifications between the test world and this world here. Every once in a while, oh, did you see that poppy? Okay, so the way that poppy kind of zipped past that hopper and then had to come back, I've actually been getting items that go so fast over the ice that they skip past the hopper, and then you get enough of them at once they kind of start bunching up and not actually going back in. So I had to put in this extra little bit of water at the end here, and then this little uh, fence gate dealy, just so we let all the items in. And so now instead of just laying dead on the ice there, the items will actually be pushed back into the middle to where the hopper is eventually. Usually only takes the second pass before they're in. But yeah, so this is good. I want to turn to decorating this, but uh, the important thing is that we've got another project going on in this area now. If we look down below here, oh, you see perfect example. Perfect example is that this squid has swum onto these cobblestone blocks and is now suffocating in the air. Uh, while I've been working here, I've been getting a lot of uh, ink sacks from the squid, either just being in my way or more often just dying on the beach here. So I've actually outlined. Uh, you'll see if we put up F3, and if we sort of look at, so we've got river biome here. If you look at the left side there, I'll highlight it, and then we've got plains. So all these cobblestone blocks are the border of the plains biome, which is important because squids won't spawn there. They will only spawn in the river biome, in this lovely patch of wetness here. So we've got more squids there. So I'm going to make this into a dual farm is the plan. I've set up a conduit. I've got this outline sorted. And basically what we're going to put that might be the last step as we put a layer of glass over it. Or it might be, I'm not sure what order I want to do this in yet, but the plan is we're going to drain out the river biome going in 128 blocks that way, and again that way. And this river actually winds around this kind of small extreme hills biome here. If I could show you, hopefully, there we go. So this thing actually is only, well, it's a little bigger than I thought, but this river just winds around it and keeps going and going. And there are parts where there isn't water, but it's basically the same river that we see from this end of Spawn Chunks area here. So 128 blocks shouldn't be the circumference of the whole mountain, thankfully, but we will have to drain a good amount of that area just to make sure that we don't get any squid spawning outside of our farm, which will be right underneath the iron farm part of the farm. Oh, come on. Nighttime? See stars? I see stars. It's night. Come on. Bed. Go. Sleep. So, yeah, so what the plan is, we're gonna use our outline of the river biome. We're gonna make the farm only that section, drain out all the other river bits around, and we're gonna have a bunch of squids going to a little collection area. Squids are gonna go splat, and then we'll collect the inky goodness from them after that. And we're back. As you can see, I'm kind of redecorating here. Aside from our little mob friends, we've got some black concrete going in here. It's gonna be, I figure it's the ink farm. We can use all the black ink that we want on the edges here instead of cobblestone, which doesn't look as good in the long run. Oh, hi creeper. Bye creeper. Yeah, so we're digging this out. I've got to go all the way down to about what was it? Y46? 40. Okay, 46 is where they stop spawning. That and below, and we need a few blocks beneath so that we can have like a collection area and that sort of thing. But I'm probably going to bring it down to Y20 so that they'll take fall damage, because this black block here indicates where the spawning area for the squid's going to stop. So everything above it is going to be water or air that the squid can spawn in, or air that the squid can fall into and fall to their doom. So below that we'll need about 20 blocks to make sure they take enough fall damage to die pretty much instantly. Other than that, they'll just kind of suffocate, and that's fine too. Oh, and now you're drowned. Okay. Yeah, I figure we're making a squid farm. We're gonna have all the ink sacs we want. We may as well decorate it as such. So I think, and then, is that creeper still around? I think I went far enough away that it despawned, hopefully. So basically, I think what's going to be my plan eventually is that the floor for this farm, for us to walk on as the player, is going to be up about this high. It's going to be more or less on level with the rest of the iron farm, and then this black concrete's going to come up to just underneath the floor. We're going to put clear glass over top of it, and we'll be able to see squids spawning and whatnot below us. I think that's a cool way to go with this one. And you see I've kind of cut it off basically where the edges of the farm are on those ends. Not so much these ends, because the river doesn't quite go out that far on either side there, but yeah, so that's the plan, I think. So it's going to be a bit of a grind getting all of this, oh, almost made it, all of this dug out, and like you look how thick that layer of rock is right there. That's the minimum height of digging I have to do, plus there's some areas that are a little higher here, so it's going to be a little bit of a grind. So I'll probably just come back once that is done, which for you guys will be like 2 seconds, but for me it's going to be a few days probably. We've gone from the very bottom of the farm to the very top, a little above it even. I've had to put in a well, I realized that these villagers and the raider in the middle, they're all kind of exposed. If it rains and lightning strikes one of them, either that illager is going to die, or these villagers are going to turn into witches and probably despawn, and that's a bunch of stuff I don't want to have to deal with. So I just put a giant circle of glass over top of the farm here. That's pretty much it there. And then we've also got a new friend down the bottom here. I don't know what I'm going to name him yet, but I do have a couple thoughts about that. Not entirely certain where we're going to go with it yet, but yeah, oh, there's some more of that. That's the one thing I don't like about scaffolding is I feel like I'm always collecting it. I need to make it like a farm for it or something before it'll actually just not matter too much if I lose a couple blocks of it. But you can see, yep, squids are spawning in the river, and they're dying in the bottom. Not all of them are, because again, they're not really inhibited by the fact that this is all downward flowing water. Actually, I've only just started lighting this up down here, so yeah, we've got this all dug. We do have some ghost blocks. I think every time they fix that bug where basically you, because you know how they fixed the ghost block bug in what 1.12, 1.13, I think 1.13, and then recently you've had that bug where if you dig straight down and the blocks kind of push you around because the server thinks they're still there, but the client knows they're not, and that's I think those are two bugs that are just kind of like you fix one and the other one's going to rear its head because it's just kind of complementary to each other here. But we've got a little bit more sign placing to do, and then we'll be able to start digging. We'll have a bit more digging to do as well here, and hopefully not encounter too much lava. There's a lava lake right here. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, we've got a little bit more, and then we can get our collection system sorted out, and we'll actually have to sort out the rest of the actual farm above as well. This part's been a lot. Like, I knew it was going to be grindy, but this part's been a lot more grindy than I expected it to be. It's been about a day's work, and I really only have this bottom level of fence gates put in. And I had to put in an extra level of signs just because our squid spawning areas didn't quite line up vertically here. I think a lot of my issues are it being in a large irregular shape. I think that's where a lot of the tediousness comes through here. But yeah, we've got our black walls in here. We've got our first layer of fence gates. I still have to open all the fence gates up and whatnot, but that first layer of spawning spaces is there. Most of the squid are still kind of spawning on the top end of the farm though, because I'm working in the bottom end. And we've got our iron and poppy and put brought right down here because when we finish this squid farm, all of our squid drops are going to be from down below here even. So to bring all the iron, or to bring the ink sacks up and have the item collection area up there doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We could just use gravity and bring everything down here. And look at this. We're starting to back up on iron. Oh, I'll have to reopen that. But yeah, we've got tons of iron for days, and we don't even really have the collection area ready yet. So that's a thing we'll have to work on next. What I might do instead of doing each layer at a time here, I might do, and to make my life easier, I'll do like one half of the squid farm, set up the item collection area, and then do the second half of it. And then that way we can have it actually collecting ink while I'm working on it still. We get some sort of input, and I can work on the item sorting system afterwards. So I think I learned a thing today, guys. Conduit power seems to work in the rain. I guess it makes sense because it's water, but at the same time I kind of didn't realize that's how that would work. You don't really get the breathing and swimming benefits, of course. But I guess there's probably, you know what? How long does it take me to mine stuff? No, it looks like we don't really get any mining benefits either. But it's interesting. We've got probably night vision. No night vision. It's getting dark, and that's definitely not what night vision looks like. I don't know, but it just keeps resetting. So I imagine it's because of the rain and not like some lag thing. It's been going for a good minute or two here. Just something I thought I'd throw out there. Alright guys, so we're just finishing the last part of the first half of the spawning area of this farm. I think we'll maybe do the rest off camera or something like that. But as you can see, we've got all our signs and our fence gates open and placed on that side of the farm, all around the within the boundaries. I'm thinking I'm gonna replace our item collection system for the iron farm itself here. Not right away, because it's actually pretty useful for storing iron right now. But once we have the actual collection system in and whatnot, we'll kind of do away with this this hopper system here, because it won't be needed when we have gravity doing most of the work for us. Kind of emptied this out a little bit, so we're kind of down a little bit on our stuff here. Oh, look at all this! Holy! All right. I haven't even really been back. I only just got back here to finish up that last row, but this is fine. So you can see proof of concept. This works. Now we've got other things to worry about here. No, stop. What the hey? Why is that closed in the first place? I'm really confused. But I think we're going to bring a bunch of this iron back to the base. And, oh, more ink sacks. And get something fixed up a little bit there. Alright guys, haven't been back here in a while, eh? We're back in the base. Got some unfinished business to do. The whole time we've been farming iron, this has been the goal, to finish that. So that we can get gunpowder for rockets, so that we can get string for stringy needs, bone meal, all that other stuff. So what we're going to do is I've got my camera count set up over there somewhere. Oh, I should get a night vision potion. We should drink that on our way down. Because what we're about to do is, because there are a bunch of mobs there currently, what we need to do... here we go, that's perfect. So we're gonna... There are a bunch of mobs there right now. We're gonna basically unload that area or come out of the spawning range of those hostile mobs with rockets. And we're gonna wait till we have... it's 128 blocks, so regardless of if they... Ooh, wow. Okay, yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty. So now when we get back down there, we want to make sure not to splat as we do it. So hopefully what we should have on the camera count is a bunch of... Ooh, no, I maybe gave them too much time to respawn there. I'm gonna try that one more time. Oh, come on. Come on, leg. Let me do the thing. Okay, we're good. We have to spend rockets to get rockets. That's how this works. Okay, we're 300 up. Now if we come back straight down, and this is a little nerve-wracking. Try to get there as quick as we can. We should get there before... Ooh, nope, that's lag. Okay, so this isn't working too well. So I think we're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way here. From a distance, we're gonna get rid of as many of these creepers and skeletons as we can. because the creepers are really the creepers are the main deterrent for me just going in there and placing a bunch of iron. That's all we need out of the way here. There we go. So now that that's gone, get rid of a couple of these skeletons if I can actually aim past these. Oh, that's past the potion effects here. That's, I almost feel like they're easier to see when I've got night vision turned off. You're coming towards me. That's not super helpful. There. Yeah, he'll go down there. Get that one in the far end there. Ooh, direct shot. Perfect. And then, you know what? I think at this point, just because we only have another 6 minutes of this, only 6 minutes, he says. We're gonna go in there, fight our way in. Actually, you know what? We might do it with ender pearls. Hope that doesn't get me. Oh, that's not. Ooh, okay. Not ideal. Oh, very much not ideal. Very, very bad. This is. Okay, that was. Hindsight 2020. We're gonna try an ender pearl up to almost straight above. Perfect. Okay, now we're just gonna try and whack our way through here. Try not to die. Make sure these spiders don't kill us. Okay, cool. Now we can work. Now we have room to do the thing that we came here for. If that is that grammatically correct? Do the thing that we, whatever, doesn't matter. Main point is that now we can put in some of these walls. Oof. Oh no, that was not the best spot to do that in, but okay. There, now we can place some of this iron. Finish up at least the sides of the pop can here. the tin can, the pop can, aluminum can, whatever kind of can, paint can. It's a can. That's kind of the main point there. It's just about done. All we have to do is figure out. So we've got water there. Water should be off there and on here. So we need to. We'll maybe do this layer last. Let's see. That'd be off. This one's on. I don't know how these guys spawned here because that's all slabbed and stuff up there. The heck? Something's wrong there, because that's definitely all half slabs on the top there. I'm going to take another look, because that's something screwy's going on here. Because this is all, it's a half slab. I'm on 42 and a half. Oh, you guys are coming in from the top. Okay. Interesting. And where the heck are you coming from up there then? Okay, now I have no clue what's going on, but we're gonna just work with what we've got here. So this is done. This one. So these lights will we'll take out just to make sure that things spawn here when we leave, even though the water will probably take them out and make this a spawnable area anyway. And then we'll take out this, and we'll just have to. Oh wait, what? How do you wanna? Okay, so I'm gonna drink this just so we can see. Then we take the water bucket out of here, place the water source against the dispenser, put the actual bucket itself back in. Oh, that's not how that's supposed to work. What's going on here? Why is that so much wider? Because it shouldn't be. Did I not? Hold on. Hold on. No, that's really bizarre. Okay. Because that should just be there and go out. But it goes out further? Am I missing something here? Is it because... Okay, so what we're going to do... What are we going to do? We are going to... You know what? We're going to just keep that place there. We're going to put our empty water bucket in, because when we activate the farm again, it should correct that. So it should dispense the water source properly there. How do we want to... Can we test that? I think we can test that. So yeah, that does that. Okay, and we put our observer back. It should... Oops. No, okay, that's weird. Oh, and now we're laggy and minus a block. That's not good. Okay, so place our observer back in there, put our block back, and we're still getting this. Weird. So the flushing system is doing some weird things here. Let's go on another block out there. I don't know what's going on. It might be just because I designed it in 1.13 and we're in 1.14 now. I don't entirely understand what's... I'm not going to pretend that I know what's going on here. Ah, no. Hold on. No, I don't know what's going on. But either way, the mobs will be flushed out there. So that's kind of the main point. That's all we really need from this farm. So good news, everyone. We should be able to just restart the system here. Oh, that'll do it. And then we have our replacement glass there. And then in 5 minutes, for those who don't remember, this mob farm is activated by this timer down here that once an item despawns off of this pressure plate, we'll puck out an item over onto that pressure plate, wait till it despawns, and that'll go back and forth, cycle through. So every about 5 minutes, an item from actually the rotten flesh supply here. We've got a few other items in there to get it jump started for the moment, but eventually that'll fill up, and the back end here filters out to this dropper here, which again I filled with junk items to get it jump started, but we've got rotten flesh going into the system, and eventually the influx of rotten flesh will just power this thing till it can't really go anymore. Let's see, what do we have so far? We've got, alright, drops so far. Not bad, not bad. We've got some witches going through the system. Got a whole bunch of miscellaneous, which maybe I'll probably manually clean out every once in a while and put those in the back there too. But yeah, we've got this going, and we're just gonna stick around, test out that this clock still works to puck out that second item, and then we'll just kind of leave it run. There we go. Except, wait a minute. That's not supposed to come out that end. That's supposed to come out here. What? Why aren't items coming down there? Is this not backed up yet? Is that what's going on? Okay. Why aren't there items backed up? Or that should be... Okay, I'm gonna have to fix a thing here. What's powered here that isn't getting items? Because we have items here. Oh! Yeah, then maybe I should have my hoppers facing the right way. There we go. That makes a lot more sense. There. No wonder. I thought it was weird that it was so full when it wasn't running for so long. That makes so much more sense. Alright guys, we are back in the Redstone test world here, and I think I've figured out what is wrong with the, or what was wrong with the farm. And I've fixed it in Maple's world there, but I want to show you, I had these nozzles kind of holding the water back, making sure it spread only as far as it needed to. That's what I forgot. So I put those back in. I'm not showing you now because I had enough trouble trying to put them in without trying to record at the same time. But that's what was keeping the water from going in the right spot there. Just to clear that up. So I think that's going to be about it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good now. Have a good later. And we'll see you next time on Maple's World. Goodbye!